my life. I have a car, 2 kids, and a wife. I'll probably be here for the rest of my life. I'm living on the island. When summer comes and winter falls, the island lays for the shopping malls. Take daddy's credit card and charge it all. They're living on an island. Oh, we're living on Long Island. Oh, you know it's so much fun. I'm living on the island. I'm just basking in the sun.
Hey, Andy, give me a vodka. Is that your Camaro? It's gorgeous.
You know, I went to high school with Billy Joel.
I go to Hamptons on Friday night. I party hard till sunshine bright. Then I'm sitting in traffic on Sunday night. I'm living on an island. Yeah, living on Long Island. Oh, you know it's so much fun. I'm living on the island. I'm not hurting anyone. Ah, let's live.
Hey there, Islanders. If you're going out to the beach, you better get an early start. Traffic is miserable.
Well, I'm coming of age in Old Bethpage, trying to get down in Levittown. Dancing in the dark in Floral Park. I think I'll stay in Oyster Bay because I'm living on an island. Yeah, living on Long.
Hi.
Hey,
welcome back.
we're here. Woo.
I'm here.
We're back.
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
It has, but I know you
Right.
guys were confused because I do look a little like Don Sill, so I get it. I get it. It's the dark hair. I understand. But yeah, we're back. I'm sorry I left you, but I had to go visit one of our previous guests, Keith Doherty.
Yes, Keith
Dougherty.
Keith Dougherty, right.
He was doing The Sopranos in Villa Roma, and it was time for me to take a family vacation.
The Sopranos, right?
The Sopranos.
Sopranos.
And he has some great stuff coming up too. On October 16th, I believe, I'm going to actually see him again in Lynbrook.
Yes.
So he's absolutely fantastic. I had a wonderful time. And you guys had like...
And this Friday, I think this coming Friday.
Ronkonkoma?
Yes.
I think he's doing it. He's doing Ronkonkoma. He's doing City Winery.
Windows around the lake.
Windows on the Lake.
Windows on the Lake.
You have to just follow him. Find Keith Dougherty, Dougherty, and friend him on Facebook, and you'll see everything he does. He's a genius.
They were the Golden Girls gone wild. They were on the show.
Yes.
Golden Girls.
He was Dorothy. It was amazing. It has not been 7 minutes, old man.
No, it's not 7 minutes.
Yeah, I was going to say.
That's somebody calling me.
Oh, wow, he's got
Yeah,
friends.
well, you know, you call somebody 3 hours ago and they're going to call you when the show is on.
That's always the way.
That's
So,
it.
what have you been doing? I miss you so much.
I know, I missed you, and we talked, I think, a little bit on the phone, but we didn't see each
I just
other.
asked you random questions because I missed you.
I went to 3 concerts.
All right.
I almost broke my leg.
Okay.
Throwing a football, which for all you Jet fans out there, there's a little nostalgia for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I threw a football and almost broke my leg.
What are you doing playing sports?
I just threw the football.
You just
I was
picked it up and threw the ball?
And I was on a deck, and I didn't realize that there was a step, and I threw the ball, and I actually, and it hurt. And my son was standing right there, and he's like, Dad, when you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. That's what he said to me.
Laces out, everybody, laces out. So I'm so
Laces
glad you feel okay, though.
Yeah,
'cause
yeah.
if you hurt you know how upset I get.
And what did you do? You went to...
Oh, gosh, I went to Villa Roma. That was fun.
Now, that show that they did, that was a Golden Girls show?
No, that was the Sopranos.
All right, so a totally
cute.
different show.
Oh, yeah, he has so many different shows. He does Sarah Jessica Parker from Sex and the City. He does the Golden Girls. He does the Sopranos. And I think he's working on something else right now as well. He also is quite the illustrator.
Really?
He does sketches that you can order from him.
Oh,
and
nice.
they're beautiful. I'm actually considering getting one done. But I'm a broke mom, so like shit happens. But it was phenomenal.
That's great, yeah.
We had a good time there. And then also I just recently on Friday night, I did a charity bingo for Barbara C. Wilson School. We raised almost $2,000. Thank you. A big shout out to Bobby in the studio for, they made a box as well.
Oh my God, this guy won't stop.
Oh, it's so crazy. But Bobby donated a basket with a bunch of merch in it. We had the BRG group donate gift certificates, which is Prime, Teller, H2O. Thank you to my sister-in-law. We had La Femme Dangereuse, which is a bra store in Woodbury. They donated. Oh, Bobby, you have the picture. I love you. They donated. Our sponsor, Sip and Say, donated. Who didn't donate? Everyone I reached out to. Garden Social donated, and they're fantastic as well.
That's great. Yeah.
We had so many donors, and I don't want to leave anybody out. European Wax Center donated. Basically, anywhere you've ever seen me has donated, which was phenomenal. So we raised almost $2,000, which was just so great.
That's
So,
great. Yeah.
Yeah, and we're probably going to do another one soon because it was wildly successful.
Hopefully I can make it to that one. I couldn't make it.
Well, we're going to make it to something soon together.
Yes, we'll talk about that in a few
Oh, okay.
minutes.
So I had done that. What else have I done? I don't know. I've been shot. I've been shot. I think I did a show.
Did you do a
I think
comedy
I did.
show?
I think I
in
did a
between?
show at some point. Lots has been going on. My daughter went to school.
Oh, great.
Congratulations to all the parents
Yeah.
who have kids out of the house. Good on you. For me, it was kind of emotional, but
Yeah.
I'm just so used to waking up during the morning and getting my cuddlies in before work. And now she gets up before I go to work, so my husband really takes care of her.
Oh, all right.
Happy birthday to my husband, September
Oh.
16th.
Happy birthday.
Yeah. Are you a Virgo?
No, I'm a Libra. I'm right on the cusp.
I'm a Libra too.
Yes, we're
I
both
only
Libras.
get along with Virgos and Libras, Geminis, and whatever Claire is. Weird. and weird.
Weird. You don't even know what Claire is.
Yeah. And our next show will be your birthday show.
Yeah, I'm having a birthday show, and I already, the only person booked so far is Chef Daniela. And those of you who remember, we had her on for our Thanksgiving show.
Maybe we could talk
And she
food and
cooks
treats.
awesome pies and different treats and infused.
Mm-hmm.
So she brought the pie that time and wasn't infused because she thought I was some old dude that didn't get high on anything, you know that.
She didn't know you.
She didn't know me.
She didn't
Now
know you.
we're
So-
she's gonna bring
This
I'm
guy
gonna talk to her.
obviously gets high as hell. Look at his hat. He's
Look
wearing
at
a
that.
Grateful Dead shirt.
I'm wearing Mickey
Yeah.
Dolenz hat,
I
right?
love-
And I feel this is what Mickey Dolenz of the monkey. Isn't he like
Oh,
the mon-
I was thinking Jurassic Park.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know, because
okay.
it's got like the
Yeah.
leopards.
All right, yeah.
It needs like a little feather though, like a little one.
Yeah, okay.
I'll find a feather.
Yeah.
I'll feather you up.
Yeah,
But yeah,
feather
no,
me
this guy
up.
smokes weed. Like, pfft.
Anyway, before I have a few things I want to talk about, but we have two super interesting guests.
Yes.
Two great guests, two people that I know for a long time,
Yes.
but I don't
He knows
kn-
them. I don't.
and I don't know much about them.
Why?
I don't know. Is that? I
You
know
gotta
them-
ask yourself
I know
why.
I know one person for almost 10 years.
Oh, wow.
And the other person I know over 20 years.
Yes.
And I really don't. I know a little bit about them, but I'm finding out more. So our guests are Cheryl Dobbins
Cheryl
and
Dobbins.
Joey Petroni,
Joey Petroni.
and
love
both amazing.
Joey Petroni, right? Like all day. I was in my house this morning getting ready. And I was going, Joey Petroni. It is such a fun name. It just hits, right? Joey Petroni.
Yeah, no, it's a
Later,
fun
my
name.
husband's gonna
Like
be like,
Benny
"What did you
Rizzuti.
call me?" I'm like, Joey Petroni.
Like Benny Rizzuti.
Yeah, Benny Rizzuti, Joey
Benny
Petroni, Jen Snortland. Wah,
That's
wah.
a-
But even
wah, wah.
Cheryl Dobbins, like
Yeah,
Dobbins.
Cheryl Dobbins.
Yeah, give me a dab. Woo!
And all right, so now back to, I told you I went to a couple of concerts.
Yes.
One was a real concert. It was this past Friday that you were doing that fundraiser,
Sting.
right? I went to see Sting.
And it stung, ladies and gentlemen.
He was awesome. And I'm not a big, now it's time, but we're going to go a couple of minutes. Sting was awesome. He's 3 years older than me, and he looks like he's 50 maybe.
Oh.
And he's 71.
Aren't you only 50?
I wish. I'm going to be 68 the end of the month.
Why did we pay full price at Denny's? At IHOP, we could have got the senior discount.
Oh, we could have got the senior. We'll do that next time.
Okay.
We'll go.
Okay.
You like that. So,
You like that?
you like that. And then I saw with Cheryl Dobbins is not only involved in independent film, and she's a judge in a couple of film festivals. She also has a book of poetry coming out.
Do you think
and
she's
she's a
judging
fellow
us?
deadhead.
Ooh.
She's a fellow deadhead. And I saw one of the shows, I saw this group called Half Step that are a Grateful Dead
Yes, I've
cover
heard of
band.
them.
They're the best on the island. They're awesome. I saw them twice. So the first time I saw them, Cheryl and her friend Michelle were nice enough to save me a spot because I showed up late. before the band started, but I
I
didn't
thought you
show
were
up.
gonna say share a spliff.
They didn't want to. They wouldn't smoke.
Lame.
Yeah. So we didn't share anything.
Oh.
But then the following, I went to see them again at the Jones Beach Band Show, and I ran into Dina. She's
Yes, Dina
yeah.
did tell me she saw you.
Yeah, Dina, and
Yeah.
I was like out of sorts, and I kind of knew her name. I thought maybe it was Dina Deanna, so I asked her name. I forgot her name, and she saw me, and she didn't know my name either. She knew me, Gagootz.
Gagootz.
It's Gagootz.
Everybody
So she
knows the
said,
Gagootz.
Gagootz.
You
All
go
right.
to sipandsay.com and mention Gagootz, you get 15% off.
All right, we have a lot to cover,
We
and
do.
show is going. The minutes are going
Do you
here.
want to bring up TKO?
All right, we'll bring that up now.
Yeah.
Okay, two things I want to bring up. I have two. The TKO, as I've mentioned on the show many times, the TKO Strong Foundation, which is my family, and it's for children with microvillus inclusion disease, which means your intestines doesn't digest the food properly or anything. So my niece's son has this, but they do so much. They have the fundraiser, and it's right there. It's going to be
We're going to be there.
this Sunday, October 22nd, at 2 p.m. And come in costume. There will be for children 12 and under, a free admission.
Cool.
Adults, a $25 donation.
Nice.
And there's a lot going on. There's the bouncy house, and there's different.
What is the bouncy
face
house
pa-
weight rated?
I don't know.
Jesus. Well, we'll find out.
We'll
ladies and
find out.
gentlemen.
Why, you're going in the bouncy
I
house?
love me a good bouncy house for
We'll
a good
see.
cause, girl.
You know what? Go in. Don't tell nobody. I'll be outside crossing my fingers.
All right. I'll roll out. Just pull me out the other way. But it's a great foundation. I'm going to be there on the 22nd. Benny's going to be there. Come say hi to us.
There will be raffles. There's going to be a parade. There's going to be a Halloween parade for all the children dressed in costume.
This is exciting.
Great raffles. Great other prizes. Fun. Last year, you remember, I did a basket with DVDs, and you told me nobody has a DVD player. So this year, I might do a basket with a DVD player. and a
USB hookup connection.
yeah.
I love that.
Right.
that.
I'll come to your house and show you how to connect it.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay. And there's one more thing that I'm really excited about for stand-up comedians, for anyone who's interested in comedy, any age or anything. Joey Cola is putting together. He's doing a special event, and it's a comedy seminar. Joey's been calling it a symposium. So if you're on Facebook and you go to his page, he's got it. It's going to be on October 27th, which is a Friday.
Yeah.
And at 7 p.m. It costs $75, but I'll tell you, it's well worth it.
Why?
It's well worth it. Why?
Yeah.
Because this is a man
Sell
who
me
has
on it. Sell me
this is
on
a man
it.
who has 42 years
42
in the
years.
comedy business. He's going to tell you about how to structure your set, about how to fill up your book with gigs. Everything. He's going to tell you everything about comedy and how if you are serious about being a comedian, you definitely should go to this. Joey is one of the greatest guys in the world, and he's full of information. His act. I met Joey when he was doing open mic nights.
Wow.
And we would talk.
He really left you in the dust,
He
huh?
left me in the
was
dust.
Beats out.
So listen, Joey and I would talk about our favorite comedians, like our top 5. Joey is now in my top 5. And
Wow.
he's like Long Island's favorite funny man. He really is.
Yeah, no, he's great.
He's
He's
Long
great.
Island's favorite funny
One
man.
of our guests
and
worked
all
with
these
him.
years, excuse me?
One of our guests we can talk about a little bit more worked with him on Comic Sans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. I don't know if they were together at the time. I think Joey was in a separate location. He didn't want to, but we'll find out. Anyway, we're going to go to a video, all right, because we've been talking a lot. We're going to go to a video and bring up our first guest, Cheryl Dobbins.
Yay!
Yay. And what do you always say? Take it away.
Take it away, Bobby! Hey guys, just like I talk about a lot, I am the parent of a child with ASD, and I am so excited for Halloween. So we have a couple events coming up, and I just want to let you guys know about them. They're on Long Island. The first event is October 7th
at 9:30 a.m. The House of Haunted Hamburgers is opening up early just for us. We do need a head count though, so either get in touch with myself on Insta or Facebook, that's Jen Snortland, or you can call the restaurant directly and I'll have that information at the end of this video. Also, our friends at Chambers of Hell, who also do, they have like 80s dance parties for kids and adults with ASD. They're just amazing. They are actually having a daytime trick-or-treat at Chamber of Hell. And that is on Sunday, October 29th at 1 p.m. You do need to get tickets for that. Visit chamberofhell.com. And I hope to see you at both events. Questions, concerns, just reach out to me on this platform, whatever platform you're seeing this on, and I'll get back to you right away. I really want these to be successful for our kids and for us to develop and rely on our Long Island community. So happy Halloween, and I'll see you then.
In this town we call home, everyone hail to the pumpkin song.
In this town, don't we love it now? Everybody's waiting for the next surprise.
Round that corner, man, hiding in the trash can. Something's waiting now to pounce, and how you'll scream. This is Halloween, red and black, and slimy green. Aren't you scared?
Well, that's just fine. Say it once, say it twice. Take a chance and roll the dice. Rise with the moon in the dead of night.
Everybody scream, everybody.
Hey,
What a
Halloween!
fun, that's a great Cheryl, welcome Cheryl.
Fellow deadhead.
Fellow deadhead.
Yes. It's so nice
That's
to
right.
meet you, Jen. So nice to meet you.
Oh, it's nice to meet you, Cheryl.
So nice
Yes.
to meet you.
As always.
Yeah, you two just met for the first.
Just met in the parking lot. While you were carrying this.
The Gagootz.
I thought it was a bat. I thought he was going to come at me.
What's the difference between this and a zucchini?
It feels
Besides
like
the
an egg.
size.
Feels more like an eggplant than a zucchini.
And it tastes different. No, yeah,
It tastes different.
It
Doesn't
tastes different.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
it tastes. I make it really good. I make a
Do you?
stew with it. Yeah, with
Oh.
potatoes and string beans.
I have to
I
check
couldn't
that
handle
out.
this. You can handle that.
Yeah. Well, I did work on Fire Island.
Oh.
8 years.
Bada bing.
8 years, yeah.
So Cheryl's multifaceted, and she is just a talent powerhouse. You not only judge film festivals. Which film festivals are you currently judging?
The Long Island International Film Expo. That's in Belmore.
Oh,
And that's
wonderful.
Deborah Markowitz. And that's her film festival. It's a plethora of all sorts of films from all over the place. International. It's
International, so
Just,
that
it's international.
I believe Joey Petroni, who's going to come up here in a bit, I think Comic Sans is actually in that one, the Long Island Film Festival. I know that's what they said.
Yes.
So, you know,
We
wink,
haven't-
wink, nudge, nudge.
We have some incredible talent. It's just, and it's
they're not all from
Just-
Long Island, though, right?
No.
International.
International.
so I sit and watch like an average of 300 films.
300.
You know, depends on the year, and yeah. And I
Now,
judge
how do you
them
do this? Do you do it
at
from home?
Yeah.
Yeah?
They submit online, and I just watch
What's
them.
that submission? Fire
Film Freeway.
Film Freeway, that's it. I've confused me
And
this year.
That's where they submit from, and we sit there in the comfort of my jammies, and I could sit and
Have you ever seen anything that you were just like, why did they put this in here? You're
yes.
like, this is
there's
trash.
always yes.
Yeah.
That's one film festival. The other one is
The other one, all right,
It's
is
Jersey.
the International Motion Picture Film Festival.
Exactly.
Only for moving pictures.
That's located in Jersey, and that's Frank Modica. That's his film festival, and I just started doing that.
And you're
Vegas.
doing your judging.
Judging
All right,
for
so
them.
now as a judge,
Yeah.
you just, what kind of review? You have to give like a review, you have to
Well, there's a
talk
rate.
about the actors?
Correct. There's a rating system, and you rate their writing, their editing, their everything, choreography.
So there is a rubric.
Yes, yes.
What would you
There's
rate
a
me?
form.
Off the cuff.
It's like on 1 to whatever, and I'd rate you 10.
We don't even, but we don't know where the scale ends. So
No,
a 10
whatever.
could be really at the
You
beginning.
know what?
Yeah.
All right. We don't have enough time to cover things. Maybe one day we should do a show just you and I talk, because a bunch of friends of ours and my wife Nancy watched some of the Gagootz shows.
Right.
And they had great things to say about Jen, but they said sometimes it's like I don't even know where I am. They said sometimes I don't even know who the guests are. And thank
That's not
God
true.
for Jen. Thank God for Jen to pull it all together.
Benny is fantastic. He's so warm. We've known him for so many years.
Makes you feel comfortable.
And it's why I allow him to choose guests. Because I know they're going to be either really nice, warm people or completely insane people. So you
today-
can figure out where you fall in.
Someplace in between.
Yeah, somewhere in
Someplace
there.
in between, you
And
know.
I know Cheryl from Madhouse TV,
Yes.
where
So-
where the Gagootz show originated.
Yes. I've met, what's his name, Tom?
Tom Mealy.
Yeah, Tom Mealy.
Tom Mealy,
Yeah.
right.
Moore, Janine.
So you
Yes.
guys go way back.
Yes.
So just
Yeah.
for the sake of making sure we showcase this fine young lady, and I do say fine, you also have a book of poetry coming out.
Yes, it's called Notes of My Heart.
Oh.
And they're love poems.
Like to yourself?
And, well, about life.
Oh.
Love poems, my experiences, just life in itself. And they're all original. And they're inspired by people, not necessarily all me, although I'd like to think so. But, you know, some of them are just poems about life and everything.
Interesting.
Like kind of like chicken soup for the women's soul.
Yes, and also because I'm a percussionist and it's music, so it's notes of my heart.
I get it.
So
It makes notes, music notes.
So as well, I write songs. So from my writing, because I always wrote. So some of my poems are made into songs.
I love that.
Yeah, so
all
I'm
right.
still pursuing that.
And this is coming out when?
Next year sometime.
Next year?
Yeah, it's a big process.
You're self-publishing?
Yes, absolutely.
gonna do a little
Self-publishing
tour?
has become a big deal. That's great.
I don't know. Maybe. You
I
never
think you
know.
should.
I think I should.
I think when people will meet you and feel your warmth,
Yeah.
that they would be more interested in reading a book, because you see so many books on the shelf and you're like, books. But then you meet the author and you say, oh, she's so warm. This book is probably filled with warmth and love, and I want to experience that.
It's inspiring because they're all original. They're from the heart. Some of them are just fun. Most of them are just love. You know, it's all about love.
So you've had a lot of love in your life, would you say?
Yeah, I would say so. I'm trying. I mean, I'm on those dating sites, so we can have a whole conversation about those.
Yeah, no,
But
no.
you're a mother of two
They're twins.
twins.
Oh,
a mother of
Yeah,
twins.
they're 29 years old, Brittany
Wow.
and Justin. And yeah, they're great. They inspired me. My ex-husband inspired some of them. My ex-boyfriend inspired a lot of them.
Yeah.
Some of the other nuts in my life inspired others. So, you
Everyone
know,
you meet
So,
leaves a
Yeah.
so what is
They leave an
the title of this?
Notes of my heart.
It should be Nuts in My
Nuts
Heart. Nuts in My Heart.
So,
I have to take the hat off. I'm thinking so much, my head is sweating.
I'm also involved. We have to mention the film page on Facebook.
Oh yes, there is a page on Facebook, and
France
it is
and Era.
It's
Our
all right.
page.
It's a great page. Cheryl actually sent me an invite, and then I got it, and then I sent Don Sill because he has Comic Sans.
Right.
I sent him. It's called Actors, Reels, Trailers, and Funding Site.
Right.
So it's people you show
in the
your
industry, you could
show a trailer.
Yes, anything you do, you just come on and you put your
Anything
it out
creative.
there.
anything creative, and it's
put it
really
out there.
good to showcase.
Yeah. Oh, it's really nice. So
Yes.
I'm going to join
Yeah.
just to watch other
You
people.
should.
And
stuff.
who's Fran?
Fran Sanera. She
Sanera.
lives here in Massapequa.
Yes.
She's my good
Where are you,
friend.
Fran?
Fran!
Fran, where are you? I got a Gagootz here for you. Where are you, Fran?
Where you been, Fran?
And also, this Friday is a premiere for, it's called Kim Kahana, the man who changed Hollywood.
Yes.
Kim Kahana?
Yes.
Kim
Yes, yes,
Kahana,
yes.
the man who changed Hollywood.
He
And
was
where-
a stunt actor.
Yes.
Yes, I'm
Where can
aware
we
of
see this?
Friday, Belmore
Yep.
Movies. It's
Belmore-
Friday night, 7
Yeah.
o'clock. So
7 o'clock Friday.
I'll be there.
Oh, all right, cool.
Yes.
And did you already give a critique on this film?
It was great. I loved it.
How
It's a
can we get
documentary.
tickets?
Eventbrite.
You're
$10.
gonna go to Eventbrite and you're gonna type in
Eventbrite, the Kim Kahana, and
Kim
it comes
Kahana,
up.
and then you'll be able to score
He's
tickets
brilliant.
there. You'll be able to meet our friend.
you. All of us.
Yeah, and
Yes.
I was actually, I had no idea you were involved with that. I was planning on going
Yes.
because
Oh,
he has an
great.
amazing story.
Yes, he does.
Yes,
Oh
and-
my God.
Yeah, so
It's very inspiring.
I'm a little bit of a cinephile, so
There you go.
Little
Join the
bit.
club.
yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, so that's so amazing. So you're judging films, you're writing poetry, you're writing songs, and you're also running this page. What do you do?
That's Fran's page.
That's Fran's page.
but
But she got me in it.
Oh,
But
yeah.
she's also a musician.
Yeah,
You're
I
a
do
percussionist.
percussion. I play djembe. Not those kind of drums.
Djembe?
No, djembe. It's South
Oh, like the
African.
bong. It looks
Yes.
bongo-y. Just for people to
Yes.
know, it looks bongo-y,
Yes.
but what makes it
And I
different?
too, they're smaller than those, and
The
it's
smaller than
different.
congas.
It's a percussion sound. It's a beautiful sound.
She's so
It's
beautiful. There's
just-
so much beauty
it's
coming out of
just-
her. and more.
She's
I
full of
just-
such grace.
I'm
And
passionate.
I'm over here like,
That's
I
so
want to play the
passionate.
drums.
But that's
Alright.
what you do. I get my
Anyway.
frustrations out.
I
That's how
didn't
play.
time us.
I got
So,
plenty of time.
so we're going to throw a video on
Okay,
and then bring Joey up,
okay.
and then Cheryl will come back.
Okay.
With Joey.
Okay.
With
This is
Joey.
gonna be weird.
And the
I love
Gagootz.
it. And the Gagootz.
And the Gagootz.
All
You
right.
can, you can take the Gagootz with you right now.
So the next time you'll see us, we'll be up here with
That's
Joey
okay.
Petroni.
Look at it.
Roll it, Bobby!
Hey, Gene, what's up, man? Listen, thanks for having us at your house today. We really appreciate it a lot, you know? I want you to meet my friends. This is Don,
Hey, Jean-Claude, nice to meet you.
and this is Jeff,
Hi, Jean-Claude.
and I think you already know Benny.
This guy's a joke thief. He stole my whole bit. You remember my bit? You remember, right? You remember my bit? The samurai gynecologist bit? You remember that? The punchline? Do you like sushi? He stole the whole freaking bit, this guy. He's a joke thief.
Is that true, Jean-Claude? Huh? Is that true? Did you steal Benny's joke?
Oh, come on, Gene. Come on, man. Let's be honest. I heard you say that on stage a couple of times, man.
No!
Oh, really? I'm about to give this guy a fresh snack. I can feel it. Listen, Jean-Claude. Just admit that you stole Benny's joke, and you'll never do it again.
Not on your life.
That's it. That's it. I've had it with this friggin' phony bastard. You're Arnold Schwarzenegger's clone. They cloned you from the head of Arnold Schwarzenegger's penis. You couldn't make the Arnold Schwarzenegger's ball bag. All right? How dare you steal? You don't go into a comedy club and steal material, all right? We all write our own jokes. You're a friggin' jig. I've had it with this guy. I am gonna kick his steroid-induced muscular ass.
You and what army?
That's not cool, man. That is not cool.
Whoa, whoa, hey, whoa, put down the gun now. Chill. What is that, AK-47? Put that down now, Jean-Claude. Holy God! Holy shit! Stand down,
Do you like sushi?
That was a little something
That was good.
we
That was
put
good.
together during COVID. We did a Don Sill, actually, his editing
Is incredible.
incredible.
Some of the best editing,
Really,
especially
yeah.
in comedy, that I've ever seen.
Definitely.
Very underrated. And you would know because you worked with him.
I worked with Don, yeah, and he's awesome.
Yeah.
You know, they say you can make lemonade out of lemons or whatever that thing is. Like, I could do something that's so crappy, and then he puts it up. Like, holy shit, how do you...
Well, let's not. You don't do crappy things.
No,
You're
well-
very talented.
No, but Don's editing.
His editing is crazy.
It's crazy good.
You know,
It's
you go do a
crazy
scene
good.
with him, it's like a cool scene.
Yeah.
And then when you go home and look at it, you're like, holy crap, how the
Yeah.
hell did he do that?
The way he did Comic Sans and a few
Comic Sans is
A
great.
few of my favorite parts is
Right.
like him running through the hallways and stuff.
Right.
And just the cuts, the pauses that he has to allow for applause. This guy, why he's not famous, I don't know. Like, I don't know.
He's famous to me, and that's all that matters.
Yes,
to me.
and me too.
Right.
He's Benny's best friend. Benny won't let me be his best friend because Don's his best friend. So I'm a little pissed off
Don's
about
a good
it.
guy. Don,
Yeah, I'm a little angry about it, but you know.
I have a lot of
forget
best
about
friends. Joey's one of my best friends.
one of my we know each other a long time.
So, Joey, I have to tell you my first impression of you when I was looking for your picture on Facebook,
Right.
and when I've seen you before, we go in similar circles.
Right.
I thought he looked scary.
Yeah.
Because all the pictures were far away, dark glasses, this hair, you know, and I was like, oh, this guy is going to be like rough and tough, and I'm going to really have to put my personality on and make an impression. And then I meet you, and you're like, yeah, no, I volunteer for children with disability, being a DJ, and I'm like, I love you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
This man is so much more than a picture.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
he
much
does
more.
so. You do so much. You are like
Thank you.
a Long Island Renaissance man.
Yeah,
Don't
Because
judge
he-
a book by its cover, right?
absolutely. Lesson
Yeah.
learned again.
Absolutely.
Notes of love.
Yep.
I
There you go.
I stumbled back into comedy like 20-something years ago. I stumbled back in. I did this open mic in Amityville, and there was Joey on one of the first dates with this girl,
Right.
who is now his wife,
Right.
and they have 3
She
children.
passed my test.
She
She came to a couple of
She came to-
She laughed.
You know
They
what's
get-
funny? My husband never has seen me do stand-up.
Never saw you.
And now that he's never seen it, and I haven't bombed, knock on weird marble, he can't come.
Why?
Because it's like wearing like special socks when the Giants play or whatever.
Okay.
Like if something good is going on, it's like don't break the system.
Right.
So like
Jinx.
now I'll throw jokes at him and he'll be like that's trash or like that's really good, and he's also much funnier than I am. But now he can't come to any of my stand-up shows
Oh,
because otherwise, who knows what's bound to happen.
maybe good things.
You never know. No, my
know.
husband would be like in the back, like so they all laughed.
My wife is actually very funny. She could be a comedian.
Right? I think
She-
I feel that way.
She is very funny. I'll say something and then she'll add a punchline to it. I'm like, that's pretty. She's fast. She's sharp.
Yeah.
She's awesome. His wife is awesome.
Well,
And,
people like us don't associate with people who aren't creative and
Yeah.
quick-witted.
And she's a good laugher. You know, like everybody who started comedy with me, Chris Williamson, and everybody, it's like they can hear Nicole laughing in the audience. And laughter is a trickle-down effect.
I love that.
Like one person's laughing, it just like it goes back.
And it went
Well,
right
yeah.
into your heart.
Yeah,
where it
her
stood.
laughter. Yeah,
Yeah.
she won me over with laughter.
Oh,
Yeah.
and he,
But now she wants to throw me out of the house. You know?
Write about this.
Now my jokes are sarcasm.
I'm gonna have to write a poem about this.
yeah.
and then what do you call it? You're a great DJ.
Thank you.
Awesome DJ. You were DJ at Don Sill's wedding.
That was a great night.
That was great. Everybody loved you.
Thank you.
You're a good because in a lot of weddings, the DJ makes the wedding.
Right.
We have to be
food and music.
Yeah.
That's
And
my
food and
opinion.
music,
Gotta
yeah.
have
You could
plenty
be
of
you could be in
food,
the
different
basement, no matter
foods.
where the hell you
Yeah.
are.
Yeah.
You could,
Right.
you know, people get boats and it's awesome. I'm not putting it down.
I was gonna say
But
I was
once
married
it's
in the
time-
cradle of aviation
once
under the
it's time to-
stars. I had to fly by jets. So
No,
like,
that's awesome. That's awesome.
yeah.
But when it comes down to
You fly by,
partying,
really?
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a sick bitch.
When it comes down to partying, all you really need is good music and good food and good drinks and
A good party,
friends,
yeah.
man. Like Benny was there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, good laughters.
We had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It was great.
and of course, Don and Wendy. I mean,
Oh yeah, the
Yeah,
bride
it's
and groom.
Yeah,
I mean,
them
yeah.
I don't
too.
get nervous for anything I do for 30 years DJing or more. Never get nervous. But when you're DJing for a friend or a family member, you're not nervous, but you just want to kick ass because
Yeah.
it means so much to you. You know, Don. If it wasn't for Don, I don't even know where I'd be today in this world of comedy.
This show's too loving for
that's
me.
great.
I'm uncomfortable. I'm uncomfortable.
I was so happy for Don. He met such a nice Wendy's so nice and just such a great, you know.
She seems lovely.
She's awesome. So.
But this makes me very uncomfortable. This whole love thing. Like,
All right, we're going in the opposite direction.
We have to put the edge on.
Love things. We hate
All right, wait.
I had jury duty today.
Yes,
So I
that's
wanted to-
right.
So for real, I had jury duty. I just came from jury
sorry.
duty. Well, I'm getting off of work, I guess. I mean, what's better, you know, work or jury duty? Jury duty's got longer hours, you know. So anyway, I go in there and they're going around the room asking questions, right? And they said, "Is there any reason, Mr. Petroni, why you can't give an honest opinion or be honest with the court?" I said, "I'm going to be totally honest with you. I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed."
True.
But here's the truth. You're right. In the last 23 years, I haven't made any decisions.
Oh.
I'm married 23 years.
I know. I got it. I was
just
like,
backed
oh,
out.
his wife.
Yeah, it's like, because she ain't going to be sitting next to me, so when you ask me something, I can't go, you know. But,
My anniversary is the 22nd of this month, and you guys are
Oh,
really
wow.
getting me emotional, honey.
When's
Buy me
your
jewelry.
anniversary?
September 22nd.
Oh,
How many years?
Mine's October 21st.
4.
Oh, congratulations.
4 years and about 3 to 4 years of dating, and he hasn't thrown me out of the house yet.
Oh,
Oh, how sweet.
Yeah.
She's going to write a poem
Yes.
about it.
Yeah.
This is too, yeah, you know,
Yeah, this is getting
what's
too-
going on here?
too
This is
sappy.
Valentine's Day special. Welcome to the Valentine's Day special.
All right, so anyway, jury duty.
So real quick, back to the courthouse. I said, to be honest with you, Your Honor, this is like the first time I've been in a courthouse with my hands free. You know, I'm usually walking around, you know, if you don't knock it off, you're going to be back in there, you know, so. So I got to go back tomorrow, so I guess I didn't really cross the line.
No, they'll let anybody do it these days
Oh, yeah?
because everybody else gets out of it with notes and like craziness. And
right.
now they're onto our shit. They know that like we just don't want to serve.
Yeah, but I found, all right, this was a long time ago. I found that you could say that you do stand-up comedy, and a lot of times they don't want you. They don't
Right. You
because
look
they're
for
afraid
material.
you're gonna bring that stuff into your act.
Right.
You're gonna use that. And that one time I said that I wanted to be on the jury. I just wanted to experience
Right,
it.
check it out.
So it didn't happen because of that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, actually, the DA, I heard him. He said it loud. So I definitely don't want Benny Rizzuti.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
So I heard. So I'm like,
What did you do? You didn't notice, but like your pants were zipped down, and you were like, "I'm a stand-up comic." You're like, "Get this guy the fuck off the stage."
So but then after that, I wanted no part of it anymore, and I used to write I would mail it into them and say I still do stand-up comedy, even though I wasn't. It was like and then finally there was a guy. Nancy had back surgery. And she had a couple of titanium rods put in for her spine, you know. So I told him, you know, I can't. There was like reasons why I can't do it because I'm taking care of him. Well, he was like, how long has your wife had the surgery? You know, I didn't get off on that. Then finally he said, and I don't talk about this that much, but he said, has there ever been a crime committed against you? So I said, yeah, I'm a victim of identity theft. Somebody forged my signature on a bunch of loans, so I said, as far as I'm concerned, everyone's guilty.
Yeah.
And I got off. He's like, go get your note.
I had one thing.
So now
where-
from now on, that's my new one.
That's a
is,
good one. I like that.
I'm a
Okay,
victim
that's
of
good.
identity theft, and I can
works.
prove it.
Right.
See, I thought when I went to jury duty that if I was just rude, they would let me off. But
Right.
what the lawyer said to me was, you know, because they have both of them asking you questions, the defense and whatever, to see if they want you, I guess. So I was just being rude. Comes easy to me. And one of the juror who came up next, or not juror, the lawyer, says, "I'm going to need you to stop being so provocative." And I thought he meant sexy.
Right.
And I was like, I better amp the sex up because they don't like that. So I'm like pulling my shirt down, and I'm like, because in my head I'm like, oh, he wants me to be sexy. Well, if I am, he'll let me go. And that was the day that I found out provocative has 2 meanings.
Okay.
It also means angry and abusive. I just thought
So
provocative.
you felt good. And then
Well, they let me go anyway because they're like, obviously this girl's insane. I'm like, no, I don't care. And then they're like, you need to stop being so provocative. And I was like, Yeah. And then like
The worst, you know, here we are talking about ourselves and ignoring
Yeah,
but anyway, one more jury duty. The grand jury is the worst because all the grand jury, right?
Yes.
Grand jury wants you to be an office worker for no money. They even want you to go talk to your boss. Go talk to your boss and have him pay a certain amount for you.
Right.
For the.
Right.
So I'm going to go up to my boss and say they're too cheap. The town where I've been paying my $20,000 in
That's
taxes.
the law. This is the United States. That's the law. That's not my problem. It's the law.
I'm paying all this money in taxes, but you can't pay me even minimum wage to be an office worker? You want me to talk to my boss?
They give you free bagels.
Yeah.
No, you're right, man. But I think I don't know about back then, but right today they're saying something like $40 a day. Or
Yeah, something crazy.
Yeah, you can live on that.
So yeah, I got a $40 lunch, man. I might eat for 2 more days.
Dope.
I'm good for the week.
Yeah, I went to Taco Bell twice. I'm
yeah.
just kidding. I like gear up on Taco Bell. But anyway, Joey is, you know, your film, apparently she will be
Yes.
one of the judges of it, so you
Yes.
should really
Thank you.
try to impress
Well, you didn't
her.
know. Oh, yeah, I guess you did know, right? Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
You didn't
and
see Comic Sans
Joey
yet, right?
is actually part of
I'm
the
not
troupe.
sure.
That's what it was.
I saw so many hundreds.
Comic Sans was such a blast, and
Yeah.
then it's going to all these film festivals now. I get to relive it each
Okay.
time I go to a film festival.
Okay.
It's awesome.
Well, you
It's
need
a 30-minute.
30
It's a
minutes.
short. It's
It's
a
a
short.
short
and I
film.
had to see
Well,
it.
he's
But
hoping to get it
it's packed.
picked up
I mean,
so that way
it's
he
so
can
much
do series.
Right.
That's the goal,
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah.
And he's part of a 3-person troupe, which is really cute. So basically it moves the story along his character. And it's an important character, him and 2 other people. They like peek around corners. They do some, what's the word I'm looking for? Some narration, just to keep it kind of flowing.
Okay.
So his role is pivotal. And like we were saying before, and God, if we could stop talking about Don Sill for like a minute. Like, Jesus Christ.
He's the best of the best, man.
He
It's hard.
is.
It's hard.
Yeah, he's my buddy.
He's responsible for all of us.
Yeah, he is.
There you go.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
is.
But
Oh, no,
Joey
I had
is
friends
amazing.
before this. I said Joey Cole is the sweetest, greatest guy. But I've had other comics that stole jokes of mine, would call me up and say, "Oh, my joke, my Italian joke is killing," and I'd be like, "Well, I'm going to use that too since I wrote the friggin' thing, right?" And I was told, "Well, you know, I'm the professional comic, so you really shouldn't use that joke." Yeah. So
I love the term professional comic.
and then if I ask help from some of
like
these
an
comics,
oxymoron.
they'd be like, they couldn't help me because they didn't think I had talent. So Don Sill was the first person, except Joey Cola did. Joey Cola loved my stuff, and he called me a great material writer.
Right.
And he loved the stuff I wrote, you know. He's the exception, but a lot of other. And then Don Sill, I did his radio show when I said I stumbled back into comedy.
Yeah.
Where I had met you first.
Right.
I met you, and then somebody told me, you know, this guy Don Sill has a radio show at 5 o'clock in the morning.
I've been there.
5 o'clock in the morning.
The
And,
D&D show.
Double D show.
Double D show, yeah.
Double D show.
Yeah.
And
I could have been on that show.
It was awesome.
yeah, no, it was for Don and Denise.
I understand.
So the Double D show.
It was very Howard Sterny, like
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
black woman in the background, like
Was it? Yeah.
Right,
Yeah,
yes,
like
yeah,
Robin.
yeah.
It
was-
Denise,
yeah, it
I
was
don't know
like
if
Robin.
you, I don't know if you were
Okay,
there
yeah.
when Denise was there.
I'm friends
I
with
think
Jackie
so, yeah.
Marlin.
And then the
Oh,
guy
yeah.
wore I think he was wearing a hot dog or something.
he was basically his
Oh,
Jackie.
that was Jaffo. Yeah, you had a
Yeah,
guy
he was funny.
Jaffo.
He was-
I was writing jokes, but I wasn't Jackie Marley. I wasn't.
I was comparing the like structure. of
Yeah,
show.
the structure, it was very
Yeah.
much
Interesting.
like
Yeah. Howard
like
Stern.
Howard Stern.
Like crazy.
But we had musicians. We had crazy people coming in at 5 o'clock in the morning to do a radio
Yeah.
show. And he came in.
I came in.
He came in.
I called in a couple times too.
Yeah, called in a few times.
Yep, it was awesome.
And he came in, and I became a regular.
Yep.
And we talked.
And that's the type of stuff that kept us going to where we are now. Because those were all the little things where should I do this or not? And then that's fun.
And then-
should I do this or
Yeah.
not? That's fun. Should I do
Then
this or not?
Madhouse. Then I was doing stand up again, and then I was getting tired of it. I was gonna turn 59.
Right.
I was like, you know, I really don't want to do these. And the open mics were not. The open mics back in the 80s and 90s were people went dressed up.
Right.
They were, acted like they were at an audition every time they did an open mic.
Right.
Now you go to these bars, there's people wearing a shirt that they slept in for 3 days, and
Yes, totally
people look
different.
terrible. They're looking at notes. I saw this guy doing the same joke for 5 years. I said, if you don't look at your notes, you'll memorize it. And he, you know, so when every time he came to the punchline, he had to walk over to the notes because he forgot to punch them. And so it was depressing me. And then somebody said to me, "Hey, have you ever been on blah 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 show on Madhouse TV?" And I was like, "That's what I want to do."
And
I wanna
that
have my own
concludes
show.
the Benny Biography Hour.
No,
I let you and Don have one friggin' show, and you're over here rambling.
but that's the story behind most comics that are still doing it.
The behind
a lot of
behind
people
the
drop
comedy
out, drop
instead of
out,
behind
drop
the
out.
music, it's the behind the Gagootz.
When you have good
That's
friends,
right.
when you have good friends with all the same goal, you know, you kind of push each other to keep going. You know,
Yeah, that's
and you give each other things to do to keep them going. And
All right, I'll stop talking.
Don't.
it's like a it's like a
Yeah, I know
family.
people are gonna
I don't
get
need
the
a still shot of that.
They're
to
gonna
be on
get
my
the wrong
Facebook
idea.
later.
I can't unsee that.
I didn't.
So DJing, you know, I do DJ a lot on the weekends and stuff
Do you
like
go
that.
is there places that you go often to DJ? Like where can
all
we
over
see
Long
you?
Island. Well, they're all private parties, you know.
Really?
Yeah, like
I
the
can't
place
even
across the
come?
street, the American Legion.
You're saying I can't get in?
Oh, you can come down anytime you
Dare
want.
me.
Oh yeah, you can.
Dare me.
She'll be there.
Yeah.
She'll
I'm
be
in.
there.
So long story short, I did a block party out east. I'm not going to tell you where it really was because
Okay.
the block wanted to kill me. No, because when you go do a block party, nobody wants the DJ in front of their house because they have all their friends and family sitting on the, you know, we can't hear ourselves talk. Why are you over here? The kids
We
are
brought
down
our
there.
own sound system to
Did you?
ours. Yeah, we bump it though. Like we
So I
bump it.
promised the guy, I said, listen, I'm going to point the speakers this way. His house is right behind me this way. I'm going to point the speakers this way. You got nothing to worry about. So now, after a couple of hours, a couple of beers for myself, you know, everybody's having a good time. The people all the way down the block come down and say, listen, we can't hear the announcements. So the next time I made an announcement, I turned the speaker for the announcement. Then somebody asked me a question. I never turned the speaker back. Next thing you know, I'm playing the cha-cha slide. This guy comes out with, he wanted to fight me, man.
Really?
Yeah, he thought I was being a wife.
Was he not even part of the block party?
No, he was part
Oh,
of the
then
block
he
party. He had
needs
his hands out. He's like, what the?
He needs
he's like,
to
what the
chill.
Yeah, so I'm like,
Block
first of
party.
all, everybody's doing the cha-cha slide. You know, you got like 30 people doing
Yeah.
and this guy wants to fight me. So I'm like,
You
one
don't
minute,
mess with
one
the
minute.
cha-cha
Let me just
slide.
make sure. I'm gonna put on the extended version of the cha-cha slide. You know, cause
Let me follow it up
You
with
know-
the electric slide.
No,
You gotta have one
know
after.
what I did? I cut the cha-cha slide. I put on the theme to Rocky. I went, come on, man.
Oh, wow.
That's great. Listen, now, as a DJ, you probably have to know that there could be 30 people having a great time, and there's always that
Always
one.
I love
pain
the
in
guy. I love the guy who will come up to me, or the party's starting, right? And there's an older guy standing in front of the speaker, having a drink, talking to his buddy, and I pump up the music a little bit. All right, folks, we're gonna get the dance floor going. You know, let's get this party moving. And he turns around and he goes, I can't hear myself. You got a club, a room the size of this place, and this guy's got to stand. I'm like,
Move.
Like,
you want me to
seriously?
lower it and tell everybody you can't dance yet because you're talking in front of the speaker? People don't use the common sense.
Yeah, I
know.
There's one. Not every. There's that one guy.
There's
at every
always
party.
one
There's always
And then you have the
one.
crazy uncle. You have the crazy guy who's gonna get everybody to dance.
Oh yeah.
So you got to know who's who when you show up. You got to use the crazy uncle to do the chicken dance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's me. I'm the crazy uncle. I have a theory. I have a theory. I'd love to run it by you as a DJ.
Yeah.
My theory is Sweet Caroline,
Awesome.
drunk white people.
Awesome.
That's a drunk white people
I
song.
have it.
That's
yeah.
right.
Now hear me
Put a
out.
circle on the dance floor,
exact
pass the mic.
opposite. Exact opposite. Cupid Shuffle.
Same thing.
Drunk black people.
There you go.
Well, I don't.
No,
think,
no,
I,
no,
I
you-
think it's. I think everybody does it.
I think everyone does them both.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm saying predominantly.
Oh, okay.
You know, like the demographic. This is just something I've had conversation about this that like you like.
Well, I want to do something what you're saying. There's a DJ in Long Island, Vinny Dice, DJ Vinny Dice.
Yeah, he's great.
He's
Yeah,
awesome.
well,
I love Vinny Dice. You know, I don't know if you ever
old
watched,
school,
do you ever watch
right?
Seinfeld?
Vinny
You
old
ever-
school.
Yeah, you ever watched Seinfeld?
Yeah.
He's funny.
You ever see the episode where George made peanut butter sandwiches when they went rock climbing?
No.
Yeah, all right,
I'm shocked.
Then that's not gonna make sense to you. But Vinny Dice is like awesome. I have never seen. I did a wedding with Vinny Dice.
He's a cool
I
dude.
could not believe he had everybody. People against the wall. Nope, get out here. Everybody. There's not one person that wasn't dancing. He's so confident and such a great guy. You know, like. So anyway, Vinny Dice and I did a wedding. Where was the story going?
I have no idea.
Yeah, we don't know. You're telling the
You were
story.
like, oh, I was talking about how I thought my theory of the
Oh,
Cupid
oh,
Shuffle.
songs,
I got it.
okay.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Vinny
The
Dice,
audience.
Vinny Dice is an old school freestyle DJ, old school freestyle, and it's awesome. My wife loves every song he plays. You know, all the women love the songs. So I thought doing a block party. So on this side of the block, you got the old style freestyle. Vinny Dice out there doing Rapper's Delight. You know,
Love that.
And then a couple houses down, you got DJ Joey Petroni. Where both our front boards are facing each other. You know
The
what I'm saying?
DJ off.
Like
Yeah.
right?
So it's like, I want to rock, you know. And then I bring it down. He's doing the old school. I thought it'd be such a cool block party to go
That
back
would
and
be
forth. You know,
That'd
like,
be hella
Right.
cool.
wouldn't that be
That
awesome?
would be really
Oh,
cool.
so
my
that
next-
didn't
Those are the
happen.
weird
Yo,
thoughts.
my
I had.
next
So that
block
didn't
party.
that didn't happen.
We'll do
No,
it.
no, but I just thought of it.
It's an idea.
I
We
was just
just
thinking-
spent 5 minutes on a thought that didn't even happen.
I thought it happened.
But
I
we're
gotta
gonna
talk
make
to
it
Vinny.
happen.
We gotta make that happen.
Vinny is
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't
listen.
have to be a block party.
Vinny
it could be any
does-
Party. You have,
I have a house that
Yeah.
I own. I
Yeah.
live there.
Vinny also does a cooking show with
Tonight.
his
He does.
cousin. He's doing it
He
tonight.
does a cooking
And
show.
he has
Oh my
invited Alfredo Gagootz to be on the
Awesome,
show.
man.
And I'd love to.
I think that's great.
And like I said, Vinny is one of the most awesome dudes.
Yeah.
We were friends on Facebook. I didn't even know him, and then I met him at a club.
Mm-hmm.
I made him, and he came up to me. He's like, Benny Rizzuti, Benny Gagootz. He says, you know, Vinny. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I knew you, but he's the friendliest guy,
He's
great
funny.
guy.
I love
He
the
was on
dueling
that
DJs
house.
though. We're doing dueling DJs.
I just thought of it. You know, that's why
Dueling
it's an
DJs.
idea
Dueling
now. But
DJs.
ideas become, you know, you gotta. Act
All
on
right,
it.
yeah, I thought it happened.
Yeah.
Great
So-
idea.
Yeah.
So
You like that idea?
since
Yeah.
we're wrap-
I didn't even ask.
Absolutely.
We love that
Yes,
idea.
yes.
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 Since we're wrapping up
Yes.
the show, where can we find more about Joey Petroni?
Joey Petroni, just on Facebook, really. You go on Facebook and
Joseph Petroni,
Joey Petroni.
Joey Petroni on Facebook. I put
Joey
all my
with a
stuff up on
Y?
there.
It's Joey-
Joey Petroni.
Excellent. So follow him on Facebook. Make sure you see if he does any public DJing. If you need any personal DJing, reach out to him.
Karaoke.
Yeah, karaoke. Mention the Gagootz show, and he'll not call you back. But definitely reach out to him because he is a fantastic DJ. He does a lot of charity work as well. He's a wonderful guy. I know he has that hard exterior. He's a prince of thieves. He's
He's
beautiful.
an awesome. He had everybody rocking.
Gonna have to use
Oh, at that
the
party, that
wedding.
was
At
awesome.
that wedding, everybody was rocking.
And
to take
Cheryl,
his card.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Spread the love.
spread it around.
And
Spread
Cheryl,
Okay.
where can we find more about you?
Facebook.
Facebook, Cheryl Dobbins. That's CHERYL and then space Dobbins, DOBBINS. You can look up Cheryl Dobbins there. You can see all the
And
comedy festivals.
You know,
Instagram.
Cheryl, you should do some videos of reading a few of those poems.
Yeah.
Yes.
Coming soon to her
Coming soon.
Instagram. Poetry reading.
Nuts from the heart.
Come to a block party.
I
But
love
guys,
that.
you're gonna eat now. Everybody, we're gonna calm down. Block party, right?
Yeah,
The love
you can actually do, we actually, Benny's very good friends with the Dog-Eared Bard in Northport.
Yeah,
that
you
might
know,
be a
it's
great
a
place to
bookstore,
show-
Okay.
and they do.
Poetry
They have
nights.
poetry the first Friday of every month. Is that correct? The first
poetry
Friday,
night.
first Friday of the month.
Is poetry
They do a poetry night, and it's awesome.
Okay.
Jen and I went.
I would do it.
Very well organized, really
Really
good.
great.
Think about
They
it.
they do their own. They do self-publishing. They have their own publishing company.
Okay.
So don't
They're
forget,
cool.
September 22nd, we're going to be at TKO Foundation. That is-
October
Oh, I'm
20.
sorry, October 22nd.
We'll be back. Yeah.
We'll be back before then, so we'll remind you. October 7th, we have the sensory at Haunted Hamburgers at 9:30 in the morning. If you're
That's
interested,
cool.
please get in touch with me. I'll go ahead and I'll put you on the list with how many people. It's going to be a really cool, chill day. And we have so much more coming up
October
for you guys.
27th, Joey Cola's symposium, comedy symposium.
Comedy
Go! I'm buying a
Symposium.
ticket tomorrow.
I'll
you
buy a
should
ticket.
go.
Yeah,
We
but
should
the best of the
go.
best.
It's
The best.
Joey
it's
Cole
the
is such a
best.
love, and he's a Long
You want to
Island
learn about
staple.
comedy? Go see Joey's symposium.
Do whatever
Joey
Joey
Cola.
Cola says, and you'll be a comedian.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And also,
Yes.
our next show, I am so proud to say, it's going to be Benny's birthday show. Benny, how old are you going to be?
68 years old.
68, 1 year
Yay.
to 69.
Looking good, man.
Yeah. What?
And he's going to take me to IHOP, and we're going to get the senior
The
citizen
senior
discount.
discount, yeah.
And it's going to be so exciting. And we thank you guys for tuning
All right,
in.
and
Thank
you
so
can
much,
catch
Joey.
Jen.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Cheryl.
Thank you.
And you
What
can
about
catch,
Jen?
Thank you,
you
guys.
can catch
Thank
Jen
Right after this.
Right after this.
The show,
on-
see you next
on
Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday. So
Bye, guys.
we'll see you in 2 weeks from Tuesday.
Take care.
See you in 2 Tuesdays. Bye.